Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. All you new subscribers, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you. And for you old schoolers, the few that I have, thank you for coming back. Listen, spring has sprung. I know a few days ago we had snow, but this is Wisconsin. Not to say we won't have snow again, but this is what we're looking at right now. My backyard, as you can see, it's large. And grass cutting is around the corner. Having more in there in the garage that we'll have to set up, and my brother can get to cutting because I'm not doing it. There you see the cherry. That's the pear tree. It started to bloom, and over here we have, if you can take a look at that, we have the cherry tree, which has also started to bloom. Put the lawn furniture out there the day before it snowed. Not that I'm going to sit out there, but just to clear out the garage a little. Guys, I came today. Like I said, we moved in this house. I bought this house 3 years ago and haven't had an opportunity because of work and because money. But I'll be having a little budget to do a little updates. I'm going to do a lot of DIY to make that budget stretch. A couple years ago, as you can see, I painted this color, the family room, and it's like a gray, blue-gray color. I don't know how that's coming in on camera, but it's the blue-gray color. And I painted the family room. I also brought it all the way through the kitchen nook. That's where the table is. The sun's getting it. Throughout into the actual kitchen. As you see, we have all black Frigidaire appliances here. We have the black refrigerator, which I will be replacing with a French door refrigerator. This one we'll put in the garage. These cabinets were updated, but as you can see, they have the builder's grade honey oak color, which is dated. We're not going to go with white because we fry food around here, and when you have white paint in the kitchen that you're frying food, it causes a yellowing effect. So we're going to go with a gray color. We'll be updating the hardware to brushed nickel finish hardware, which is pretty inexpensive. Be installing those myself. I'm not sure if I will contract out to have the cabinets spray painted because there's a lot of prep work, and I don't want to paint them and have them start to peel on me when I clean them. So that's why I'm pretty much thinking about that. Something that I will have contracted out and fit that into the budget, which means I'll have to do more work myself, and that's fine. We'll also be painting out the windows, seal frames, the windows itself to a bright white, which will really bring the color out. This gray color, this gray blue color, which I'm still not sure if I'm going to stick with, because we're going to be painting throughout the rest of the house. We'll be painting here, the dining room, that color. We'll be going out through the dining room and the living room. We're going to do that color throughout here. And this room, as you can see, is quite dark. We have really dark furniture in here, and I'm sort of transitioning into trying to brighten it up a bit with flashes of gold here and there. We'll open this door, maybe it'll give us a little more light. I've been putting gold. I kind of got tricked here. I ordered these, as you can see here, thought these were pillows, but they were just the pillowcases. I should have known, because they were 4 for $20 from Amazon. Shame on me for being cheap. So I'm going to have to order the 18 by 18 pillow inserts. You can get 4 of those on Amazon for $24. Currently ordering those. These lamps here came with this grouping. We'll be going with some gold lamps as well, again, to brighten up this space. And these, we already have these. These are gold, so it kind of blends in. Have a few whatnots. That part of the dining room is silver, which we'll keep. And as you can see down here, we have a lot of gold whatnots, and which is really kind of making it pop in here. And I think once we get the lamps will bring it alive and really open up the color with the gray walls. And then we're going to do white trim throughout the house when we get the floors done. So that'll be the last thing. As you can see out here, spring has indeed sprung. Have some yellow patching in the front yard, which I'm going to have to take care of as well. Birds are chirping. Spring has sprung. Lord have mercy. But again, this is something I was looking forward to purchasing. This is walk by faith. That's what I walk. I walk by faith, not by sight. I'm going to take you throughout to let you know what else we're going to be doing. We're going to be painting the rest of these walls, which is the foyer hall. Again, adding the white trim at the bottom. We're going to take the vinyl plank flooring throughout the entire lower level. We're going to be doing the living room, pulling up this old carpeting, taking it throughout the living room, dining room. We're going to take it throughout the foyer here, in front of the steps and the door. Kind of dark, but you get the picture. Then we're going to take it throughout this hallway into the powder room. And the reason we want it to be waterproof flooring, we don't want to have any issues, sometimes around the toilet. That moisture, if you don't have the correct flooring, it will pull up on you. We're painting that cabinet a gray, same color gray that we'll be doing for the kitchen. We'll also be painting this vanity in the bathroom, replacing the top, the sink, we're going to be replacing the faucet there, as well as the light fixtures there, updating those. Bulbs are hard to find, by the way. You can only get those bulbs now. They're hard to find. So that's why we're, again, going to be switching that light fixture out. We'll be painting, this is like a laundry door, which we never use. I'll be painting that, I don't know, probably gray, to match the cabinets instead of a white color. I think that'll be too much. Let me get this on. It says Joshua 24:15. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That's what we do here. That's how we do it. Again, it's taking me back into the kitchen nook. Or again, I told you we'll be painting the cabinets here in the kitchen that gray color. We're going to be, I'm not sure if we're going to keep this gray or go with a different gray. And I have several colors here. I got these colors from Walmart, but I'll probably go to Sherman-Williams and buy the paint because they have the primer already in the paint, which will save me a lot of work. I'll probably paint the trim myself. I have to, it's a varnish on the trim, so I'll remove that and paint the trim myself. But as far as the windows, I'm still up in the air. I'm sure I can do it if I have the time to do it, but again, that might be something that I'd contract out with having the cabinets sprayed and the hardware changed out. We're gonna also have the patio door. As you see, the putty starting to wear. We'll have that replaced when they paint it. As far as the door, we'll just probably have the handle changed out. It's in pretty good condition. Here in the family room, you can see the paint. We painted, and I did the painting throughout this area. It's kind of crazy, this camera. I brought this camera, again, being budget conscious. It's not always the best thing. It's the first time I'm using a camera to actual film the video. I usually use my iPad or my phone, But we're again going to, there's a lot of work painting this, because as you can see, the vaulted ceilings go all the way up there, and I had a pretty hard time doing that. I still will probably have to touch up, as you can see, touch up the tops there, make it look more presentable. I was working by myself and working full-time and not getting much sleep when I did it. We have it here on the doors. We're going to be replacing all these doors, which are pretty inexpensive, with white 6-panel doors, which will probably also update the trim to make some of a little wider trim. And we'll be replacing the pantry door there as well. The pantry door, and that's the door to the basement. The bathroom door, that's 4 doors there. This is not considered an exterior door because it leads to the garage. But we're going to be replacing that bathroom door with a white 6-panel door, and as well as all the doors upstairs. But we'll be finishing down here first. Getting all the painting done for the cabinets. Replacing that there. And redoing these horrid builder grade laminate vinyl floors that they're scrubbed. They're not dirty. I scrubbed this floor, but they're stained. And it won't come up. It is really getting to me, but I don't want to put the flooring down until we have all the other painted surfaces completed. The cabinets, the walls, the trim, the windows completed. And then, like I said, we're going to go throughout the entire lower level, removing all the carpeting, even the carpeting here in the family room, which will open up this space. It's an open concept area, and it will open it up even more when we have this flooring running throughout the entire space. So it will really make it pop, giving it a more open space. And then, like I said, considering how much we have with the budget, I'm going to be really stretching it, looking for sales, doing a lot of work myself. I'm going to update this TV to a bigger television, have it mounted on the wall, and get a nice console cabinet that will make it also pop. As you can see, I have bought these speakers. I worked at Sears 20-something years ago, and I brought these speakers. They're Pioneer, and they're powerful. People laugh at me still, but you know, hey, when I get the 70-inch console table, though, it may not be enough space over there. So I may have to update those, but I'll put them in the basement for the future basement remodel. And the television that's going down there. But as far up here, I'll probably get a sound bar and a couple, about 4 really good quality Bluetooth speakers. So I won't have to have the wiring, as you can see, that I have running running throughout the floor here. I hate that gritty. It looks really pretty. Camera. But this is the camera that I'm using for the first time. I purchased it about 3 or 4 months ago. Not happy with the quality of it. I'll probably go with a GoPro camera. It's a camera that a lot of the tubers use, and it's not that expensive. I should have bought it when I bought this. It was only like $50 difference, but again, being cost conscious, I went with this one. And again, like I said, it's my first time really filming a video with it that I'm going to be placing on the channel. Yeah, we're going to mount that TV, and Walmart has something where they'll mount the TV for $75. But I want to also have it where you won't see the wiring coming down like that. They'll put a plug and sort of opening at the top and the bottom, so that you can run the wires through the wall. It's fine for like the HDMI cables and such, but as far as your actual outlet, you cannot by code, run that wire, like say, for instance, the plug for the back of the television, a cable, through the wall. You have to create um, an outlet on the back here, which is, I mean, it can be a DIY project, but I don't want to trust myself doing that. I'll probably have that another item that's contracted out, and I did price it. You can have the TV mounted and that done for about $300, so I'll probably go with doing that instead of having Walmart mounted for $75. I'll go with having this other service, the Geek Squad, doing the entire thing, which is Best Buy, and we'll have it all complete. Yeah, we'll slowly but surely get this all together. I think once we get those white 6-panel doors and the white trim and the windows, the white trim around the windows and the windows painted white, and the thick, nice trim at the bottom, and the vinyl wide plank waterproof flooring throughout this space, it's going to really pop. It's going to really open it up and make it look a lot bigger. And removing my Monster Jam speakers. These here I brought from American years ago. They're MTX speakers. Very nice quality speakers. I got these bookcase speakers, which is giving me 6 speakers here, which the sound is phenomenal. It's really powerful. Never been able to fully experience what the sound is because we're not in the middle of the country. We do have neighbors, so we can't boom it like we need to. Besides, I'm old. That would give me a headache. Yeah, that TV will probably go upstairs along with that stand there. When we update the TV in here with the 70-inch TV console table will probably be almost the entire width of this wall, which will give it little space on each end. We'll have some Bose speakers installed on a stand on each side, and some little decorative plants or trees or something to pull it all together. Being that we're close, that we'll keep that speaker here. It depends on how it goes. But we're going to go with Bluetooth for the rear speakers. And like I said, these Honey Oak Builder Grade doors, they're really dated. And you can get 6-panel doors really cheap. You can even have them already painted for a little bit more. I'm going to go with that really white color, which will make the gray pop and really stand out. That's it, guys. I'll give you a little update on what I'm going to be doing. A lot of DIY, doing a lot of the work myself. I'll be installing the vinyl plank flooring myself, pulling up the carpet, taking it to the dump myself. So there's a lot of work ahead, but I ain't got nothing but time. Ain't got nothing but time. And a budget, which will, the more I do myself, the more I'll have to spend. Well, guys, thanks again for watching. And until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.